Hello, I'm Mike Gordon, and welcome back to my perfect playthrough of Pokemon Crystal. And last time, we defeated Claire and won ourselves the Rising Badge. And now we're going to do some last bit of wrap-up for the Johto region before we move on. But first, we're going to evolve these duplicate Pokemon and add their evolutions to the Pokedex. First, Dratini into Dragonair. And yep. And as a side note, I already made copies of all these Pokemon. Dratini evolved into Dragonair. And now I'm evolving Dragonair into Dragonite. Dratini evolved into Dragonair evolved into Dragonite. And I'm gonna learn Wing Attack, cause why not? And now I'm gonna go to Swinub. And evolve him into Piloswine. And that's a bingo. Now I got to remove all the rare candies these Pokemon are holding on to. And I do have another Dragonair right there. That one is going to be used for the purposes of trading. Since now we have all the pieces for it, it's a female Dragonair as well, so I get to trade that for a Dodrio. This is definitely an inferior trade to Rhydon in Gold and Silver. Because A, in Gold and Silver, you can't catch a Rhydon at all. And while you can still catch one in Crystal version, they probably could have found something like, I don't know, Girafarig as a trade. But in Crystal version, instead they found Dodrio, which is much more common than Rhydon. Even though both Pokemon Rhydon can be caught in the wild in Crystal version, it is a much more rare encounter than Dodrio is. So, ergo, an inferior trade. So at least I completed the in-game trade and got myself a Dodrio. So now I'm done with all these trading and evolving. I will be reading their Pokedex entries at the end of the episode. First things first, I'm gonna move them all to their proper place. 4 new Pokemon added to the Pokedex. The Dragonite line, and now Piloswine here. Top of the pile. And of course, Doris, the Dodrio. Let's check. Oh, it's just Smoke Ball, okay. Right here between Farfetch and Shellder. Now with all that out of the way, it's now time to put all these Pokemon back into their main positions. Typhlosion, Feraligatr, and Raikou. Meganium will still remain in the PC because I intend to, well, one of the things they're gonna do here is get the gift of Tyrogue. But first, we gotta pick up 99 Love Balls from Kurt since it's now a new day. Bit trivia: 9 Love Balls are supposed to work on the same Pokemon of the same species but the opposite sex. but in the Gen 2 games, it's bugged. It only works on Pokemon of the same species and the same sex. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but that's kind of useless. But unless you're shiny hunting, that's kind of useless. Anyways, we're done with that. We are head down to the Tin Tower because there's some action afoot. A momentous event has occurred. Beg your pardon, but I must ask you to leave. Huh? Ah, the sound of that clear bell. It's sublime. I've never heard so beautiful a sound before. That bell's chime is indicative of the bearer's soul. You may be able to make it through the Tin Tower. Please do go on. Thank you. And first we actually have to battle a trifecta of trainers. Legend has it that upon the emergence of a trainer who has the ability to touch the souls of Pokemon, a Pokemon will come forth to put that trainer to test at the Tin Tower. The legend has come true. The legendary Pokemon Suicune has arrived. We, the wise trio, shall test your worthiness to go inside. Feel I clear my throat? Sage Gaku. And Typhlosion's gonna battle all these guys because he's well equipped to battle all three trainers. For starters, they all begin with a Noctowl, so rollout strats are bound to pay off in dividends. Assuming he doesn't get confused or put to sleep or anything like that, of course. And of course, Flareon's the first evolution that we battle. That being weak to roll out, should be a 3-shot. Alright, Sage Gaku was defeated. Stronger than we thought, perhaps? Ah, so it is you who claim to have seen Suicune and Raikou while they slept. Unbelievable. Legend has it that they can't be seen while they sleep. And now for our next member of the Wise Trio. Can you be trusted with the truth? I must ascertain your worthiness. Trainer number 2. Once again with an evolution and once again with the Noctowl and an evolution. And of course this will be probably a 3 or 4 shot depending on the evolution itself. Hopefully we don't get hit with any misses. Evolution's also all no sand attack, after all. Well, so far it's mostly just quick attacks. Oh, a 3-shot! Nice. I will tell you the truth. In the past, there were 2 9-tier towers here. The Brass Tower, which was said to awaken Pokemon, and the Tin Tower, where Pokemon were said to rest. The view from the top of the towers must have been magnificent. At the time, an immense silver-colored Pokemon was said to make its roost atop the Brass Tower. However, about 150 years ago, a lightning bolt struck one of the towers. It was engulfed in flames that raged for 3 days. A sudden downpour finally put out the blaze. And that is how the burnt tower came to be. Ooh, let me see your power. And obviously, this guy should have knocked out in Vaporeon as his evolution. Process of elimination should dictate this. So go out with another rollout. Good, Hypnosis missed. Okay, good. And Sage Koji sent out Vaporeon. And here we are with the rollouts. Alright. Sage Koji was defeated. Too strong. Why? Are you the trainer who is awaited by the legendary Pokemon? I see. We, the Wise Trio, have been given the responsibility of protecting the legendary Pokemon. We are to allow passage only to those people who possess the power and soul of truth. Please do go on and enter the Tin Tower ahead. Suicune will put you to the test. And I immediately identify, oh, this is just the same dialogue as before. So now we're biking to the entrance of Tin Tower to confront Suicune. Now, if Raikou and Entei haven't been caught yet, they will also appear here briefly, and then they would just up and leave. I already caught them, so it's just me and Suicune. And I got them, and unlike Raikou and Entei, Suicune Crystal version no longer knows the move Roar, and is the only legendary beast to this day that doesn't know Roar upon capture. Anyways, we caught the mascot of Pokemon Crystal. This divine Pokemon blows around the world, always in search of a pure reservoir. Alright. Nickname is Suicune? No. Awesome! Too awesome, even! I've never seen a battle that great. That was truly inspiring to see. Suicune was tough, but you were even more incredible, Chris. Heard Suicune's mystic power summons a rainbow-colored Pokemon. Maybe, just maybe, what went on today will cause that Pokemon to appear. I'm going to say the legends more. Thanks for showing me that fantastic battle. There, Chris. The brass? Alright, alright. So I think that was just dialogue that they already said. It might be something new, but I don't remember. So I teleported thinking that I realized I forgot to heal at the Pokemon Center in Akratik City. Oops. Ugh. And because I left Rim in my party for a different Pokemon, I wound up having Suicune in my party. I don't need Suicune because I'm already using Raikou, and I don't need a bunch of slow XP Pokemon in my party. That's not practical for a perfect win. Almost everything the game has to offer. See? No Roar. No Roar at all. And furthermore, Feraligatr has higher stats than Suicune does. Granted, these Pokemon could probably benefit from some vitamins, but whatever. remind myself that I'm in Blackthorn City, not Ecruteak City. So anyways, I'm coming down here for the true reason involving why I have 5 Pokemon instead of 6. And as a reminder, unlike in Gold and Silver, Mount Mortar is no longer covered in absolute darkness, so Flash is not needed for this place. Which is awesome! Oh, there's a trainer here. He wasn't there previously. Of course, this room has a drastically different layout. Well, maybe not drastically, but noticeably different layout from Gold and Silver. Just like the Cerulean Cave thing, all over again. Except this time there's no legendary Pokemon for us to catch. So I did a quick little test. Raikou's gonna be my man to take him on. Also, like Gold and Silver, there are actually quite a few trainers in Mount Mortar that weren't there in Gold and Silver. So there we go. Grew level 45. And that's it. And now I'm going to try and bike my way through Mount Mortar. Note that there is an encounter that I'm trying to catch here, but I'm going to have to put it off until I clear the main event. Alright. And I'm gonna just go run away. That's basically the main MO. Run away from every encounter, and I'm not using repels because I want you to note the encounter when it does appear. I'm also low on repels, so I can't just spam them. Oh. Alright, use Surf. And I'm gonna use Surf again. I'm struggling to stay awake because I'm kind of, diminished here. Is this it? No. What is TM40, which is Defense Curl. And I think the reason why they gave a TM to Defense Curl, or gave Defense Curl TM in Generation 2, is pretty much a marketing ploy for a rollout. What's supposed to do is bolster the power of rock-type attacks used on it, even though the only Pokemon that can learn that ability. Basically says Hakuna Matata for a living. What's going on here? Alright, this is the Pokemon that I wanted to catch here, but because I don't have access to... Because that empty space in my party is reserved for another Pokemon, I gotta pass up on capturing Machoke right away. And we got the Dragon Scales, which in Generation 2 bolsters the power of Dragon-type moves, and you give it to a Seadra to evolve into a Kingdra when you trade it over to another game. Racket appeared. Go Typhlosion. And we have to come back to that floor at a later date. For now, I'm just gonna go ahead and... fetch all these items on this side of the floor. And then we're gonna battle Karate King Kyu. Or Kyu, I should say. Kyo. Or Kyu. I think I'll know the pronunciation once it pops up. Alright, and I just have to pass through all those encounters. Another hidden item, this one being Max Repel. Man, I am so tired. Alright, and boy. Let's go use our repel now. Because we don't need to run into any encounters on these floors. We do in the floor we just came from, but not this one or the one after that. Alright, we got the Max Revive. And Max Revive, and now all we need to do now is battle Kyo. Oh, goddamn. Repel ran out right before I could rematch him. No more encounters, please. Oh, come on! Alright, and now... Hey! I'm the Karate King. I train alone here in the dark. You, bow with me. Hurrah! Alright, let's battle the Karate King. Suicune and the Karate King, that's the name of this episode. Alright. Typhlosion, use Flame Wheel. Only use Jump Kick. Alright. What about Kyo sent out Hitmonchan? Okay, so it is Kyo. His name is Karai King Kyo. So I don't really have any good moves to deal against these fighting types. They're kind of bulky on the special defense front. So I just decided to just spam Flame Wheel, since that's Typhlosion's strongest attack. Also, if I had access to a Psychic type Pokemon, that'd be one thing. Typhlosion can't learn more on 4 moves, make forward. Alright. Kyo was defeated. Beaten. I'm crushed. My training is still not enough. But loss is a loss, I admit it. As proof that you defeat me, I'll give you a rare fighting Pokemon. And I received a Tyrogue that I already have a shiny copy of. Tyrogue is a fighting type, evolves into a tougher Pokemon. Kithara work, I'll keep training too. Farewell. So yeah, we already have the Tyrogue, but I'm just grabbing it because all gift Pokemon and including all in-game traits have to be obtained. And we already got his shiny shiny Tyrogue from the odd egg via duplication glitch. So now what? Alright, we just need to run into Machoke. Oh, that was quick. Alright, Master Ball, go! Last capture of the day. 2, 3. I caught Machoke, 'cause I am so great! This tough Pokemon always stays in the zone. Its muscles become thicker after every battle. I had to run into this guy the hard way, since Meganium is in the PC. And it's kind of funny how we... So, I just need to go ahead and use a repel to try to work my way out of here. Back to the front floor where Kyo is at. And then I can clean this section of the cave of Mount Mortar out! You use Strength. Frogger, use Surf. And I actually have a very specific route that'll help me nab every single item in here. If that wore off, of course it did. Alright, okay. Alright. Carbos, and are we gonna use the last repel yet? Alright. How are you gonna handle these endless encounters? But first, I'm actually gonna go ahead and surf ahead. I literally had to look up a map of look up Crystal's map of this place on the internet before canceling out of it. And I realized I never deposited or sold the new items I got from Dragon's Den. So I have to either use. So now I decided to use the Max Repel to avoid random encounters for a rest or stay here. And now. Oh, come on! Alright, and. So I give Tyro the Dragon Fang. So I could then pick up this Max Ether. Yeah, that's Alright, now that we got all the items here, it's time to use an escape rope to make like a tree and get out of here. But you know, we have a lot of time still on my hands, so what I'm gonna do is head down to Blackthorn City, and actually, first things first, we gotta remove the Dragon Fang from Tyro, because we don't want Tyro in our party. Heal up at the Pokemon Center, and then we're gonna release Tyro. Anyways, we have a lot of time left to do this, so I'm gonna get Crystal version all nice and ready for anything. First things first, we'll release Tyrogue. And I'm actually gonna move these Pokemon to their original location. It's based on Dexor and see how much time I have left. Magnesium right here. Alright, I'm depositing the vitamins. As well as the Maxi Elixir. Alright, let's look our rain. Have you met Kurt? His custom balls should help. Yes, I believe I have. Earlier this episode, in fact. And I only have one type of custom Pokeball left to get as well. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and sell all the junk at the bottom of the menu. And even at the top, like the super potions. We don't need those anymore. And I need to make room in my PC, because there are at least 2 more rare candies left for us to pick up. Dire Hit in X speed. You're gone. I think that's it for now. Yeah, I think we're good for now. Almost tempting to sell those nuggets, but I'm gonna hold on to them for now. And I came down here because I actually forgot I had an add item in the previous episode. Something worth noting is I like to scroll through the hidden items tab on Smokem to figure out where everything is, and I must have misread and thought this item can only be found in Gold or Silver, but nope. It's available in all 3 versions. Anyways, I'm done here, I'm digging. And of course they're gonna speak with Professor Elm, because he's got something for us. Hi Chris, thanks to see you. The research is going great. Take this as a token of my appreciation. Alright, thank you. Master Ball. Master Ball is the best. It's the ultimate ball. It'll catch any Pokemon without fail. It's given only to recognized Pokemon researchers. I think you can... Wow, make use of it better than we ever could, Chris. Thank you. But we already have so many of those, so this is just for completion's sake. But we have so much free time on our hands, I'm actually going to do a few things first. I'm actually going to start maxing out the PP on my main trio's movesets, and I'm going to max out their stats. I'm going to take full advantage of the duplication trick, so I don't waste a single item on anything. So, here's what I did. Save my game right here. And then I am going to... feed Typhlosion here all my items. At the end of it all, they will all have fully maxed up their PP. So I'm just feeding Typhlosion a bunch of HP ups because that's first. It wasn't 10 HP ups because they got a ton of stat experience. So much stat experience that those you will be able to max out their stats long before this. And this is gonna take a really, really long time. So I am curious to know how long this will take me. So I decided to feed all 3 Pokemon as much HP ups as they can stomach. Now, there are no Zincs in Generation 2, so Calciums actually bolster both... Is it Calciums? Yeah. They bolster both special attack and special defense at the same time. Gotta heal up with the Pokemon Center because the HP is fully maxed. Be a bit of a problem if I didn't heal up here. Oop, the repel ran out. And while they're all holding on to, I think they're all holding on to various vitamins or something. I will off-screen my grind here to max out everyone's stats. I'll be right back. And we're back. Going to... let's look at this. Flame Wheel, 40. Yep. Very nice. And I only bolstered Raikou's Spark because the other moves suck. And these are what their stats all look like. Level 45. Fed them as much stats I could possibly figure out. So now I need to... And because I still have plenty of time, I'm actually going to begin get my party set ready for my next set of trades. So what do I have in mind? Well, I gotta check every Pokemon I plan to use. Poliwhirl is gonna be like my stopgap for how many trades to conduct. That way I don't accidentally trade the partner Pikachu over from Yellow to Crystal version by mistake. So first things up, first I'm going to actually prepare it by duping the first Pokemon I intend to trade over to Pokemon Yellow. Specifically, Weedle, Kakuna, and Beedrill. That way I don't have to evolve them, either of them. I will also need to work on Kadabra. Machoke and Haunter. Now this does sound like a huge waste of time. Why bother moving them over to their respective places if I'm just gonna move them out at the end of the episode? The reason for this is because I did not know there'd be so much time left on the clock for this episode. That's why. So, oh yeah, I gotta use this guy who is the move deleter. And I need to delete a move from each of the trait evolutions except for Kadabra. Kadabra's fine. The reason for this is because these moves did not exist in Generation 1. So, I want to double check my entire team. Okay, there's nothing there. Now, I did think that Machoke was also... that the only exception was Haunter. However, it turns out I also need to do the same thing with Machoke. So I gotta save my game here. Deposit the entire Weedle line and one other Pokemon. How about doing the two other Pokemon as well? But yeah. I gotta dupe every Pokemon that Crystal intends to trade over to Yellow version. Alright. Using move Pokemon to move around the PC. And now I gotta move the duplicates back to their original spots. That was a mistake. I'll do a quick check and... I realized that... Machoke needs to have... I need to delete Foresight from Machoke's move pool. And I just need to figure out where I went wrong, because I know I deleted Foresight, which is another move that did not exist in Generation 1. So where do we go wrong here? Alright, I think I figured it out. Alright. Alright, I will be right back, and finally, before I actually get ready, I actually made a mistake. I forgot to save my game before doing the PC thing. Now, Crystal is not quite ready to move all the Pokemon back to their original spots. That's basically it for now. Alright, and I'm gonna save right in front of this, and I still have a bit of time left. Everything looks good. But before I want to actually bring Poliwhirl back so I don't accidentally trade Kadabra for Pikachu. And that's when I realized, yeah, that's when I realized my big mistake. Okay, I'm going to go back and fix it. Yeah, I know I did that in the previous, during the previous load up, but gotta do it good because I forgot to save before using the duplication trick. Bro, I should have did it the first time I came in here. But yeah, I absolutely need to use the move deleter a few more times to make sure all the Pokemon I want to trade are available for trading. So with time to spare, the rest of the episode will be me trading these Pokemon over to Pokemon Yellow. I'll be right back. And we're back. And right now I'm trying to keep the footage synchronized to one another. So there's definitely some hesitation there. And this took a really long time to sort out. So I'm basically talking and getting ready to use the first link cable trade. And I have to hurry up through this text and crystal version before Yellow gets impatient. And now both games... Oh wait. Oh shit. We gotta hurry. Chris, gotta hurry. Oh, that's a relief. Because the time capsule train is not perfect, it is possible to come into this place super early in Yellow version before Crystal's ready. And when that happens, Yellow's team that he'll be training with is with a bunch of glitch Pokemon that soft locks. So, interestingly enough, Yellow does have Pokemon he needs to trade over to Crystal for Pokedex sakes. And yeah, I'm training a bunch of Pokemon that Crystal already has. Like Jigglypuff or Abra. The reason for this is because all these all these common Pokemon that Crystal already has have specific held items that you cannot obtain in any other way. Jigglypuff would trade over from Generation 1, will be holding on to a Polkadot Bow, which cannot be obtained anyways. Abra here, when trade over from Generation 1, will be holding on to TM09 Psych Up, a TM that cannot be obtained in any other way. So really the main purposes of these trades, there's only about 4 Pokemon, I would say about 3 or 4 Pokemon for each game to give to each game in order to help bolster their Pokedex, their respective Pokedex entries, but whatever. Kakuna was sent to Ash. Take good care of Kakuna. Alright, and Machop actually has a brick piece to give up. When trading over from Generation 1, we'll be carrying a brick piece, which will also be needed for trading. Alright, Machop. Take good care of Machop. And Beedrill. So Ash has about the same number of Pokemon to give to Crystal as Crystal had to give to Yellow, but because of the minutia, however, as far as increase our Pokedex entries go, but and now Seaking for Machoke. This is to actually evolve Chris's Machoke into Machamp for a future trade back. Now Seaking, I'm trading Seaking over so I could grab his Silver Leaf. Which is yet another item that cannot be obtained in any other way. Oh. Take good care of Machoke. Waiting. And Machoke is evolving into Machamp. Now this is not for Yellow's benefit, but for Crystal's. But I will need to trade this Machamp back. Yellow already has a Machamp of his own. So I'm powering off, so... And I'm just gonna breeze through this, so... And I also have screened a bunch of stuff. Because now it's time for Chris to trade all of her new acquisitions back for a new set of Pokemon of interest I wish to trade to Crystal version. Please wait. Please come in. And Yellow is gonna wait patiently until Chris can properly join. Okay, and first Pokemon on the docket is a Kadabra. Now, Kadabra also, in addition to being another trait evolution, also has a held item that I need to take off of Yellow's hand, so I'm not going to trade back to return their respective Alakazams afterwards. I still need to grab the TwistedSpoon that Yellow's Kadabra is currently holding. Also, I'm trading the duplicate Pikachu over from Yellow to Crystal version. And this is this is the duplicate Pikachu, not the Pikachu that's been following me around everywhere. Not that really matters because, well, first things first, we're gonna evolve. Both Kadabras will evolve into Alakazams, adding them to both games' Pokedexes. And trade completed. Next on the docket. Wait a minute. Yeah, this is the duplicate Pikachu. The reason for this is because the starter Pikachu actually has a light ball, which cannot be obtained in any other way in Generation 2. And it's that light ball that I specifically am gunning for. Take good care of Jigglypuff, Ash send Pikachu, bid farewell to Pikachu. There we are. And this is take good care of Pikachu. Trade completed. And this trade is kind of interesting because not only is Cubone a Pokemon that you can obtain naturally in Gold, Silver, Crystal, heck, I could go down to the Goldenrod Game Corner and pick up a Cubone right now if you wanted me to. And Cubone doesn't even have a unique item that can't be obtained any other way. So why not mention Crystal hasn't caught Cubone of his very own. So why am I training this Cubone specifically? Well, you're about to find out. Because it's a shiny Cubone! So yeah, this will actually save a ton of time. Because it's a shiny Pokemon I have in Generation 1. I'm allowed to do that. I'm allowed to trade him over to the next generation of Pokemon. But now it's back to business. Train Ditto, because Ditto from Generation 1 actually has a Metal Powder. Unfortunately, as of this moment, Cubone is the only Gen 1 Pokemon from the Gen 1 games that is a shiny. But anyways, after this, I want to get the Pokemon I traded back. Because I did not do duplicates of these Pokemon, and there's no reason for Crystal to hold on to these Pokemon forever. Especially since Yellow has far more Pokemon to give to Crystal than Crystal has to give to Yellow. Trade completed. Now, to trade back Machamp for Seaking. Which is only fitting, honestly. Seaking was what was used to trade for Crystal's Machoke, so Machoke could evolve into Machamp. It's only fair that I return the favor. But this does mean that this is 4 Pokemon that has been added into the Crystal Pokedex off of this trade alone. Machamp, right back to your rightful owner. Perfect as it should be. But that's it, because we're at Pikachu for Poliwhirl, and we only need to trade Poliwhirl to Yellow, and we only need to trade the other Pikachu to Yellow. So I'm basically just skipping ahead for this part. And that was evidence that I actually was doing a bunch of off-screen moving around. in the PC, shuffling around the PCs and whatnot. So now it's time to hurry up before Yellow glitches out. Perfect. And now it's Haunter who's ready out right off the gate. And this time, Crystal actually has Pokemon to give to Yellow. Well, not quite yet. Yellow has actual Pokemon to give to Crystal that will be added to the Pokedex. So, we're gonna trade our Haunters to each other. And this will evolve our Haunters into Gengar as a result. The only Pokemon not ready to do the trading with is Graveler for Golem, because Yellow has yet to capture a Graveler of his own. Can only be found in Victory Road and in the Yellow version specifically, Cerulean Cave. So yeah, we've got ourselves a Gengar. Dragonair and Alakazam's back to their rightful owners now. And it's Alakazam. For Alakazam, it's their rightful owners. Chris's Alakazam's back up with Chris, and so is Ash's Alakazam. So the only trade backs left are Gengar for Gengar. Of course, Crystal will now just be giving Pokemon back to Yellow, while Yellow will be giving Chris the Pokemon that Chris needs to help complete the Pokedex. Specifically, I duplicated Yellow's Omanyte, Kabuto, and Zapdos, so I don't have to worry about trade backs with them. And even more specifically, they're the original copies that I got when I first got them. This is literally the only way Chris can get Omanyte, Kabuto, and Zapdos, by the way. Waiting. Trade completed. And now trading back Ash's Cubone for the duplicate Kabuto. So yeah, the Cubone Yellow Cut is now back with them. Note that the Pokemon Yellow is receiving via trade backs are all Pokemon that I chose not to duplicate in Yellow version. Whereas in Pokemon Crystal, all the Pokemon he's receiving now are Pokemon that Chris needs to complete the Pokedex. There is still one more Pokemon with a unique held item, but it's not shiny and it's brand new, so I want to hold off on it until Ash has other Pokemon worth trading over. So now I'm trading the duplicate Zapdos to get my Ditto back. Do note that Yellow already duplicated all the Pokemon. Crystal already duplicated all the Pokemon he needed to trade over to Yellow version. Because they're A, trade evolutions, and B, Pokemon that Yellow cannot get. But don't worry, I will be ready to trade over Jinx, Electabuzz, and Magmar when the time comes. But we got one more trade. We are past the stop gate to trade Gengar for Gengar. For Ash's Gengar. First wave farewell as Gengar is transferred. Welcome back, Ash's Gengar. And now for Chris's Gengar. And she gets her Gengar right back, too. That is perfect, and that's it for this set of trades for today. I will be ready to do trade. I will not be trading between Yellow or Crystal again until I'm ready to complete Pokemon Yellow. So, fair warning. So I need to get Crystal ready for this final set of trades. Anyways, I'm going to now... off-screen this part, I duped Cubone, Omanyte, and Kabuto so I could get them all ready to evolve. Since I have a shiny Cubone, I also want a shiny Marowak. Cubone evolved into Marowak. And of course, we need to add Amistar and Kabutops into the Pokedex entries as well. Kabuto evolved into Amistar. And he now knows Spike can't move that he did not have access to in Generation 1 because the move didn't exist. Now it's Kabuto's turn to evolve into Kabutops. And I am gonna teach him Slash over Scratch. Don't worry, Kabuto knows Endure, so it means I can't trade him back without deleting the moves first. And I gave these duplicates rare candies to hold, so I don't have to worry about running out of them. Alright. 213 seen, 176 caught. Wow, you found more Pokemon than the last Pokedex research project. Well, it took you that long to notice? Anyways, I'm going to deposit all of PP ups now. And Polkadot, here are the items I got from the trade. The TM09 Psych Up cannot be obtained any other way. In the trade, Abra held it. Milk powders from Ditto, light balls from Pikachu, TwistedSpoon from Kadabra, Silver Leaf is from Seaking, and Brick Piece from Machop. Polkadot Bow is from Jigglypuff. And by the way, the light ball can only be gotten from Yellow's Pikachu, not Red and Blue's, because they changed the capture rate or something. So, I just want to make sure I didn't accidentally deposit anything. But... Alright, Max Revive, welcome back. Looks like everything is where it should be. So now that I complete all these Pokedex, entries, I'm gonna start moving Pokemon to their rightful places. Cubone and put my main party back in. Cubone and Marowak are in 101 to 120 between Executor and Hitmonlee. There's Doris, Gengar. Yeah, everything. And of course, there was also Alakazam and Machamp in their rightful places as well. So Omanyte, Omastar, and Kabuto all go at the very bottom. In that order, all go at the very bottom of 121 to 140. All in that order. And I'm bringing you back. Kabutops goes at the top of 141, 160. And that's it for moving around. Even though we're past time, it is currently 11:56. So I gotta quickly catch Buena's password here. I think it's Spinnerack. Thank you. Let's fly down to Golrod City now and quickly answer the question before time runs out. It's 11:56 and I got till midnight to answer the question. Still Saturday, so I don't have to worry about a thing. Hi, did you tune into my radio show? Yeah. You literally have to tune in before playing this game, otherwise she'll just tell you to tune in. Alright, and I earned a point, congratulations. I need to earn 30 of these points before I could get her phone number, which adds into the perfect playthrough conditions. It's absolutely insane. Now, I don't think it's quite time yet, so I'm going to start reading Pokedex entries so that the clock rolls over to midnight. It has an IQ of 5,000. It calculates many things in order to gain the edge in every battle. With 4 arms that react more quickly than it can think, it can execute many punches at once. An enemy that takes its eye off any of the 3 heads, even for a second, will get pecked severely. Hiding in people's shadows at night, it absorbs their heat. The chill it causes makes the victims shake. Alright. It lost its mother after its birth. It wears its mother's skull, never revealing its true face. Somewhere in the world is a cemetery just for Marowak. Gets its bones from those graves. Alright, did a list. In prehistoric times, it swam on the seafloor, eating plankton. Its fossils are sometimes found. Its heavy shell allowed it to reach only nearby food. This could be the reason it is extinct. 300 million years ago, it hid on the sea floor. It also has eyes on its back that glow. It was able to swim quickly through the water by compactly folding up its razor-sharp sickles. Legendary bird Pokemon. They say lightning caused by the flapping of its wings causes summer storms. And finally, Dragonair and Dragonite. And I kept a list to keep track. It is called the Divine Pokemon. When its entire body brightens slightly, the weather changes. It is said that somewhere in the ocean lies an island where these gather. Only they live there. And don't worry, Yellow version fans, I will read their Pokedex entries later. Alright, it's now midnight, which means it is Sunday at last. I will worry about the new custom Pokeballs later. I don't need to grab them now. Hi! I'm Sayo Sunday, meaning it's Sunday today. I still give you this if I saw you. A magnet. That thing. What was it now? Oh, I remember now. A Pokemon that knows electric moves should hold it. My sis Monica said it powers up electric moves. You mean Monica Monday, huh? The last one. I'm guessing she's the leader. Anyways, that's it for today. Next time I will sail the sea, cross the sea to reach Kanto and take on the Pokemon League. Leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. I greatly appreciate it. With all out of the way, this is Mike Gordon signing out.